Hey, it is Troy Stavros with Cornerstone Realty Associates, and it's time for the Monday Market Minute, where we'll take a quick look at what happened with the market last week, looking at the data so we can keep our finger on the pulse of the market here in East Tennessee and Knoxville. So let's take a quick peek. So when we see what happened from the week prior here in the market action index, we see that it trended up. So that means it's moving in the direction of more demand than supply. So the market action index tells us whether it's a buyer's market or a seller's market. So this is already deep into a seller's market, but this is just showing that it's moving even further. Went from a 44.82 to a 50.54. So as far as supply and demand goes, a little bit more of a seller's market this week compared to last week. When we look at inventory, we can see that it crested here last week and came down. Now, whether that has to do with remnants of the July 4th holiday or whether this is the point of the year where it's actually going to peak out as of last week and start working its way down, we'll have to see what that looks like next week. But it did come down from last week. Inventory last week had 805 active listings in Knoxville, came down to 792. As far as new listings in Knoxville, those came down as well. You can see that was a pretty big drop. It went from 153 new listings the week of July 5th, that Friday, and then as of last Friday, there were 125. So new listings dropped as well, which would have had a direct effect on the supply and demand thing that we saw up above. When we look at the median list price of active homes, that has held pretty steady, but you can see we are right under where we were in 2023. But right now we're just below where we were as far as prices for the median price of active listings this year compared to last year. The median new list price, you can see that is over where it was last year. So prices of the new median listings that are hitting the market are continuing to rise and are above where they were in 2023. So as we see inventory staying tight, we see prices continue to rise. As far as price decreases compared to last week, it has stayed steady. Last 2 weeks, it was at 47, then came down to 46%, and then also stayed 46% last week. So all of this data is of the last week through last Friday, and we're at 46% of homes that were currently on the market had a price reduction. Let's jump over and take a quick peek and see what is happening in the market segments as of last week. So these market segments are the 25 percentiles of the entire market in Knoxville. So the lowest price segment being $299.9. That segment saw 45 new listings come on the market. It saw 46 of them get absorbed, 28 days on the market for active listings. So there's definitely demand in that segment as we saw more homes get absorbed than came on the market. In the segment above that, $416,030, that segment saw 28 new listings come on the market and 33 get absorbed. So again, good demand there, more absorption than new listings hitting the market, and 28 days on the market for active listings there. Next segment up, 567, saw 21 new listings hit the market and 32 get absorbed, with 35 days on the market for active listings there. So again, good demand there as well. And then the top segment, $934,450, saw 31 new listings hit the market and 28 get absorbed. Still good absorption there. Not as much as these down here below, but you can also see that one also has the most days on the market. Again, this is great absorption, but also we want to watch what happens next week because you could see more absorption a week after a holiday. So we had July 4th the week before. This is the data from the week after July 4th. So you might have seen more action happening in the market the following week because it was the pickup of what didn't happen the week before. All right, that's your Monday Market Minute, maybe over a minute. But there you go. We'll take a look at this again next week, and we'll talk to you soon. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Troy Stavros, Cornerstone Realty Associates.